Hey everybody, and welcome to my N5 series on the Ableton Move, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. This is session 1.5, and I want to talk about making some new drum tracks here or just some new drum patterns. I've got a 2-bar pattern we can see here on the count-in kit, and we're only using 3 drums, so I think it's time to see what we can do to kind of maybe add some more feeling or something else. We've also started kind of moving into some 4 and 8-bar loops and maybe having some things change up or respond as we have a longer track now. Might make sense. So I'm going to hit the sandwich button, the 3 lines. We're just going to go make a completely empty track. I feel like this is a good opportunity to start fresh, maybe see if there's anything else that might kind of fit in the groove of what we've been doing. So, and I'm just noticing that this isn't starting properly, so we'll have to fix that at some point. But let's kind of leave things going, and I'm going to do what I usually do. We're going to hold the loop button down and make 4 bars here, and just start kind of noodling. So, seemed like a alright take. I tried to add a little bit of variation there, but little bell. I'm going to intentionally record this in because I didn't want to wait for it to go the whole way over and then push the button here and then have it take those other test hits that I'd put in. Let's see if that did okay. We got a double tap. I didn't want that. I think we just want this last one. Let's nudge it into the actual, more like the, maybe I liked it where it was before. Around there. All right. I like that as a extra kick. As I'm doing this, I'm just trying to think through okay, what sounds interesting here? What can we add? There's some building and some rhythms. So I'm not I'm just trying to listen to where things might fit here. Because what we can do, as an example, as we're kind of building these rhythms up, we can delete the events pretty quickly, but we can also just mute things. So if I was playing live, I could just take this out, and we can still have a lot of the elements going that are still holding up the structure of the rhythm, and we can kind of keep pulling stuff out, and then just live bring it back in when we want to. So this is something I would do on the MPC quite a bit, and I'm super happy at how quick this is. Just having a button, you can mute stuff to, we could just kind of tear down to just the bare bones of the rhythm here. We can bring things in and out. So I'm super excited about that. You can also mute tracks by just hitting the track if you wanted to. So you can kind of just listen to what you've got going for different parts. So it depends on how you want to work. I actually feel like I will probably mostly gravitate to using lots of drum tracks and getting up that, 16 to 64 samples. but I am happy with the synths. I think I've said in a few live streams I've been unhappy with them, but they've been growing on me as I've kind of been learning them a little bit more and kind of figuring out what sounds I do and don't like. So anyway, we've got one variation on our drums here where we can kind of go back and forth between the two and at least have some interesting movement there. Don't forget that if you mute something, it's going to be muted. And one thing I've learned is it will stay muted between transitions from pattern to pattern. So if you've muted like if I mute the drums here and then move over to the next pattern, you can see that they stay muted. So in some ways it's cool. It doesn't allow us to record the automation, I don't think, for pad mutes. Maybe you can. Maybe there's a way to do it. I just haven't learned yet. But from a performance standpoint, that's actually kind of handy to know, and as a way to do that, you can kind of transition around and have like tons of patterns going and have pretty fine control over what does and doesn't transition as you move from pattern to pattern. Anyway, at my 5 or 6 minute mark, I think we've got enough here. I will keep making some videos, messing around with the move and kind of just showing off some more stuff as I think it makes sense. And we'll see. I don't know how many more of these I will do for this session, but I will post I will end up, I think pretty soon, posting this bundle up for any of my Patreon subscribers. Anybody that wants it, all yours. Anyway, everybody, thank you for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.